Julie Hill was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer just before Christmas. After successive treatments failed, she was moved to Eden Valley Hospice in Carlisle, where she died 3 weeks ago, aged just 63.
She was just a lovely, lovely person. She touched a lot of lives, and a lot of the cards that we received at my home, the main theme running through all of the messages of help and support for us and the family was that she was beautiful on the inside and beautiful on the outside.
Andrew says the care Julie received was second to none, and that in her final days, the service was vital.
The main theme running whenever I spoke to her was how safe she felt here, how peaceful it was here, how wonderful the staff were. She referred to them as angels, and to be honest, my experience of them is very much that. Both my parents passed away here, and also my sister recently, but the care is absolutely outstanding.
The hospice avoided a large outbreak of the virus, with only 2 confirmed cases, but it's the financial implications which could have the most impact. They've had to cancel fundraising events and close their charity shops. The drop in donations means they're now thinking about reviewing some of their services.
Coronavirus has had a massive impact on our fundraising income. We have had to cancel fundraising events. We've had to close our portfolio of shops. For example, our shops usually bring in around £60,000 a month. So the shop income alone that we've lost from coronavirus is just devastating.
What effect do you think that might end up having on the hospice itself?
It means that we might have to review our services. We might have to change the way that we fundraise in the future. You know, we have been quite heavily reliant on events fundraising and what we call mass participation events. So we know that that's not going to happen for the next year at least. So we have to really think on our feet and put new fundraising ideas in place.
It costs more than £4 million a year to run the centre, and just a quarter of the hospice's income comes from the NHS, meaning they are heavily reliant on charitable donations, something that affects the staff too.
We're just much more aware as staff. Staff themselves are doing fundraising, they're doing little events. One of our doctors is doing a virtual Great North Run. She's doing that, so she's asking people to get involved. So the staff are much more aware of the financial constraints.
Next year the hospice turns 30 years old, and while it's not clear what the service will look like in the future, it is clear that the staff want to keep on caring. Lewis Warner, ITV News, Carlisle.